I met Jesse here at the Sky Bar while he was playing on stage by himself, and I'd seen him up there 3 or 4 times and could not figure out what the deal was.
Because he's a very unique mixture of things, and he lends to curiosity very well, and fascination, believe it or not.
I like his music because, to me, music is an expression of who you are inside and the things that have happened in your life. It's also a very good escape point. Like, I've got songs that I sing when I'm depressed and lovesick and all that. I've got songs I sing and play when I'm happy, and, you know, Jesse has a good vent.
You know, for me in the Tucson music scene, there's a lot of people that are talented, but they have no passion for anything. And he was so passionate about the shaker that, like, just wanted to play with them.
Yeah, you could just hear him, like, he wouldn't be incorporated with the band, and you could hear him in the background, like, you hear shaking, you know it's Jesse.
And I took it another level and I started calling him Jesse Shaker Guy, because that's what he was. He was the shaker guy, very known to be.
It fits, like, he is the shaker guy. He's the one, night in, night out, he comes in here, that's his instrument. He's the shaker guy.
And from there, I think a lot of people started to get into his story, maybe, and find out where his songs came from.
I feel like a man. I feel like a woman. I feel like both from time to time. Transsexual, transgender, ooh-wah, 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 ooh-wah. Transgender, transsexual, ooh-wah, 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 ooh-wah. I don't feel like a man. I don't feel like a woman. I feel like both from time to time. Transgender, transsexual, ooh-wah, 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 ooh-wah. Transgender, transsexual, ooh-wah, 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 ooh-wah.
And I want to say this is a simple form of inspiration. One person to another, performers can do that. And somebody that's gone through maybe a little bit of maybe what Jesse may has gone through to get to where he is inspirational. And I'm happy to have him.
He's a, you know, as a musician, especially with his disabilities that he has, he's awesome. To me, there's nobody that'll compare to him because of what he does. And just the songs that he sings is a good vent for the tragedy and everything. And honestly, I think that's what keeps him sane and ready to share so much love with everybody. You know, so it's great that he has music, and I love him playing with us. You know, he is like an irreplaceable part of Widow's Hill. So.
Race again is the hardest thing. Never knew what would be. Now she's gone, no more to time. Lost my love, my life, that time. Let her away again, my baby. Going to come away from me. Got to heaven, so I got to be good, so I can say my prayer when I leave.
And I thought to myself, you know, let's get to know this guy and see what it's about. I did think he was retarded at first, but he's not. He's very intelligent.
He's, you know, he's not stupid, he is smart. And, but sometimes I think he uses the fact that he's injured to not do things that he could be doing.
I get kind of defensive about him, and it could just be me getting defensive about him, but I think a lot of times people kind of make fun of him or kind of see it as a joke. And so yeah, I get really defensive about it. Like he's really talented.
I watch him in amazement of the things that he goes through every day and does very well at them. I mean, he drums, he keeps perfect time on his shaker, and his drums are not bad. He's got the cymbals arranged to where when he beats them with the one hand, he does an up-down motion instead of somebody going around. He's figured out ways to come around a lot of his handicaps, which, you know, has made him a very strong person.
He's got a lot of talent playing his drums. He's actually very good at it.
You know what? It's a story that I was told not to tell, but since I was told not to tell it, I'm going to tell it. A guitar player that I was playing with in another band, as a joke, posted on Craigslist that he wanted to start a Def Leppard cover band and needed a one-armed drummer, and Jesse responded to it. And I happened to run into Jesse when they were supposed to meet, and he was playing the shaker. Jesse just has this passion for the shaker, which is normally like the thing no one wants to play. It's kind of like the, you know, we don't want you to be in our band thing, but he just has this passion for it.
And I'd listen to his music, and it was very dark, screaming, agony, bad feeling music.
I got a phone call that morning, and when I looked up at the clock there, I said, wait a minute, phone ringing at 2:30. I pick up the phone and I hear this, I mean, it was almost like this screeching coming through the phone, and I distinctly remember saying, slow down, slow down, slow down. Who are you? Because it was that, I didn't know who it was. Who are you? And she just kept going and going. I said, who is this? And then she said, it's Yoli. Jesse has been shot. He's been shot. They said he's dead. He's dead. Gary, what do I do? Oh my God. I say, what do you mean he's dead?
Oh yeah. I almost didn't perform tonight because someone told me my voice wasn't that good, so I almost didn't perform, but I'm up here anyways. I have a lot to say, you know, because, thank you, because I was shot in the head when I was 13. It really sucks, but gotta make the best of what I got, you know. And the first song is called Shot in the Head. Every year, around Christmas, on New Year's, I get mad, I get sad, I get angry.
It could. I mean, it could help you quite a bit, but I'm just asking to make sure that you know when you open this can of worms, it might heal your body and it might not. It might make it worse. You know, it might bring back a lot of bad memories that you didn't remember had happened.
That's a beautiful song.
So I just,
Isn't that beautiful?
you've got to make sure that this is what you want to do. If you want to remember.
Yeah, because I know my Theo Paul was trying to contact Manny and he's not taking.
I've talked to Manny, and Manny said that he would talk to you and talk to you, Theo Paul, but I haven't heard from him at all.
I don't think I ever got a sorry or anything, you know. It's like, you're shot in the head and he moved on with his life, but here I am still stuck in my life, you know, stuck with this thing here, and, you know, I wish I could have, you know, a normal body, but I don't.
Ruined my life with to bring in the new year. Shot in the head, shot in the head. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I mean, I have my own kids. But one of the happiest days in my life was when he opened his eyes and came out of a coma. And it was me and Gary Starks were in that room. Sorry. And so it was like I lost my best friend.
It was a cold and windy night. It was December 31st, 1987, and my cousin said, "Jesse, let's go shoot guns up in the air to bring in the new year." We had 2 rifles with us, a 22 rifle, and a 410 shotgun. And we were going down to the river. We're exiting his residence, and he said, "Hold on, wait a minute, I got to go back in and get something." So when he went in back inside he got a 22 Magnum pistol, and he stuffed it down his pants. Then we left and we went down to the river. Now the last thing I remember is going through the gate of the river. That's as far as I remember, because I suffer from post-traumatic amnesia, which means I can't remember anything before or after the accident. What my cousin said happened was, he said, "Point the gun in my head, press the trigger." It didn't go. He told me to point the gun at his head and press the trigger. I couldn't do it, so he took the gun away from me, pointed it at my head, pressed the trigger, and it went off. And that was the start of everything. And my cousin actually didn't take any responsibility for it at all. And then the helicopters came, and I was in a deep coma as soon as the bullet shot me. So then they flew me over to Tucson, Arizona. That was a request of my parents. And at that time, the priest gave me my last rites. Because they thought I wouldn't make it through the night. So I could not speak, I could not walk, I could not eat. I was fed through my nose for a long time. I was in a coma for 3 weeks at UMC. I stayed in the hospital for like 2 months. The lasting effects are that I was shot in the frontal lobe and the temporal lobe. So, those were the parts that were affected. So my executive functioning does not function that well. The bullet traveled right through the occipital lobe, which controls vision, and I have very bad vision. My vision's like off the charts. Hello, my name is Jesse Pallante, and if I had one word of advice to you guys who are watching this video, I would say, if anyone's playing with guns, just run, because this could be reality for you guys too, if you guys aren't watching yourself. This look at my arm. My arm is, I wish to God I had known about guns beforehand. Don't get involved with guns. They're really not good. Because one bullet can change your life. I'm living proof of that. One bullet can really mess you up.
I tell Jesse that an injury that profound, God's hand came down and healed him for a purpose. There has to be a purpose. People don't just survive things like that. When the doctors and nurses explained to me his injuries, I can't, they don't even understand scientifically why he's walking around. So I tell that's what keeps me going, and to try to help my son keep going. is that there is a purpose. You know, Jesse has touched a lot of people's lives.
Either way, Jesse is a strong man. He's actually helped me come through some of my things, like with my eyes and stuff.
You know, he's a really, really great guy, and I feel my life is enriched and bettered because I know him.
He's fun to be around. He laughs at your silliest jokes. And but other than that, I mean, the boy, I like him. I mean, he's one of the best friends I got.
Now she's gone, so lost my love, my life, that time. Let her away, I get my baby, Lord, to come away from me. Got to heaven, so I got to be good, so I can say my baby when I leave.
Like, you think open mic, you think Jesse.